Hello everyone. Here we'll be taking up the next two questions in exercise 6.4 of chapter squares and square roots. So coming on to this question here, find the least number which must be subtracted from each of the following numbers so as to get a perfect square number. Also find the square root of the perfect square. So here it is very clear from the question that the numbers that they've given us are not perfect square numbers. We need to find a number which must be subtracted from these numbers so that we get a perfect square number. And once we've obtained a perfect square number, we are supposed to find the square root of these numbers. So here we'll be using the long division method and we'll proceed with the solution of the parts here. So coming on to the first part, 402. Step 1 is to place the bars starting from the right and we'll go on to the left side in such a way that we are placing two digits together under one bar. Alright, so we've done that. Next we see that 2 into 2 will give us 4. So I'm writing like this. Next I bring the digits of the second bar, that is 0, 2 in this case, and I write like this. So I have a number 2 now. Next I add these two numbers and I have 4. I also see that 0 multiplied by 0 will give me 0. And I can write like this. When I subtract and I get the remainder 2. So now there is one thing which we must recollect, that when we were applying long division method and finding the square root of the numbers, if we had the remainder 0, then this number here represented the square root of this number here. Or in other words, I can say that the circled number square is equal to the number that is being pointed by the arrow here. Alright, but since the remainder is not 0, I'll simply say that 20 square is less than this 402. So 20 is not the square root of 402, I know this. Or in other words, 20 square is not the square root of 402, but it is less than this 402. Now, whatever the remainder we have, that is 2 in this case, we'll say that the least number that must be subtracted from this number, that is 402, so that we get a perfect square number, is 2. So let us subtract this 2 from 402 and see what we have. We get 400. Now this 400 is a perfect square number that we've obtained. We need to find the square root of this number here, which is 20. Coming on to the second part of this question here, we have a number 1989. We place bars. We see that 4 into 4 will give us 16. When we subtract 16 from 19, we get 3. Next, we bring 8, 9 of the second bar and we have a number 389. Now, also I'm adding 4 and 4 and I get 8. Now, in front of this 8, I've written 4 because I know that 84 multiplied by 4 will give me 336. When I subtract 336 from 389, I get 53. So I can say that 44 square is less than 1989 by 53. So the least number which must be subtracted from this given number is 53. Now let us subtract and see what is the perfect square number. It is 1936. And we know that the square root of this perfect square number will be 44. Third part of this question, 3250. We place bars like this. Next we see that 5 multiplied by 5 will give me 25. I'm subtracting 25 from 32, I get 7. I bring 50 of the second bar down and I have a number 750. I'm also adding 5 and 5 and I'm getting 10. Now I see 107 multiplied by 7 will give me 749. So I've written like this. And when I subtract 749 from 750, I get the remainder as 1. And I know that 57 square will be less than the given number by 1. And if I subtract this 1 from this given number, I will simply get a perfect square number. Alright, so the perfect square number will be 3250 minus 1, that will be 3249. And the square root of this number is 57. Now coming on to the next part, that is 825. I place bars like this. I see that 2 2s are 4. When I subtract 4 from 8, I get 4 as my remainder. I bring the second bar's digits, that is 2, 5 down, and I have a number 425. I'm also adding 2 and 2 and I get 4. I write 8 in front of this 4. So I have a number 48. And I know 48 multiplied by 8 will give me 384. I subtract this 384 from 425 and I have 41 as my remainder. So I can simply say that 28 square is less than 825 by 41. So I'll subtract 41 to get a perfect square number. Now I'm subtracting 41 from 825 and I have 784 as my perfect square number. And I also find the square root, that is 28. Now coming on to the next part, that is 4000. Here also I'm placing my bars like this. Now I see that 6 multiplied by 6 will give me 36. When I subtract 36 from 40, I get 4. And I'm bringing the 2 zeros of the second bar down and I have a number 400. I'm also adding 6 and 6. That gives me 12. And I see that 123 multiplied by 3 will give me 369. Now when I subtract 369 from 400, I get 31. So I know that 31 is the number that must be subtracted from 4000 so that I get a perfect square number. And what is that perfect square number? It is 3969 and its square root is 63 I have. Now coming on to the next question. Here we are supposed to find the least number which must be added. Earlier we were finding the number that must be subtracted. Now we have to find a number that must be added to the following numbers so as to get a perfect square number. Also find the square root of the perfect square that we've obtained. So we need to find a number which needs to be added to the given number so that we get a perfect square number. And once we found out the perfect square number, we'll find the square root of those perfect square numbers. Coming on to the first part here, 525. I'll place the bars like we have been doing. Next we see that 2 multiplied by 2 will give you 4. We subtract 4 from 5, we have 1. Then we bring 2 5 of the second bar down. I have a number 125 now. I'm also adding 2 and 2 and I have 4. I see that 42 multiplied by 2 will give me 84. When I subtract 84 from 125, I get 41. In these type of questions, what we'll do is, we'll find the next perfect square number. So 22 square is less than 525, we know. The next perfect square number is 23 square. You can say it is 529. So main thing to remember is that we are supposed to find the next perfect square number. And once we found out the next perfect square number, we'll simply be subtracting the given number, here it is 525, from the next perfect square number. And whatever we get, we are getting 4 here. Whatever we get, that is the number that must be added to 525 so that we get a perfect square number. So here we need to add 4 so that we get a perfect square number, that is 529. And the square root of this number will be 23, we've already found. Now coming on to the next part, 1750. Step 1, place the bars. Step 2, start solving. Here we see that 4 multiplied by 4 will give us 16. And we subtract 16 from 17, we have 1. Next step, to bring the bar down. So 5 0 digits of the second bar will be brought down. So we have a number 150 here. Now I'm adding 4 and 4, I get 8. I see that 1 multiplied by 1 will give me 81. And when I subtract this 81 from 150, I get 69. And I know that this 41 square is less than the given number. So I have to find the next perfect square number. That will be greater than 1750. So I find what is this 42 square. And I see that it is 1764. Now what is the next step? Next step is simply to subtract the given number from this next perfect square number. So I subtract 1750 from 1764 and I get 14. Now I know that this 14 is a number that must be added to the given number so that we get a perfect square number. And what is a perfect square number? 42 square, that is 1764. And the square root is obviously 42. Now coming on to the next part, the number is 252. I place bars. I see 1 multiplied by 1 will give me 1. Remainder is 1. I bring 5 2 down, I have a number 152 here. I'm adding 1 and 1 and I get 2. Now I see that 25 multiplied by 5 will give me 125. When I subtract 125 from 152, I get 27. So I know that the number 15 square is less than 252. So I have to find the next perfect square number, that is 16 square, which is 256. So the number that is to be added to 252 is equal to 4. Now next I know that the square root of the perfect square number is 16. Coming on to the next part, 1825. I place bars like this. I see 4 multiplied by 4 will give me 16. I subtract and I get 2. I bring 2 5 down and I have a number 225. I'm adding 4 and 4 to get 8. Now I see that 82 multiplied by 2 will give me 164. And when I subtract 164 from 225, I have 61. Now I know that 42 square is less than 1825. And the next perfect square number, that is 43 square, will be greater than 1825. So now if I have to find the number that must be added to the given number, what will I have to do? I have to subtract from the next perfect square number the number that is given to me. So I'll simply do that and I have a number 24. So this 24 needs to be added to 1825 to make it a perfect square number. And the square root of that perfect square number will be 43. Now coming on to the next part, 6412 I have. Now I place the bars. I see 8 into 8 will give me 64. I have 0 as my remainder. Next I'm bringing 1 2 down. So I have a number 1 2. Now I see that when I'm adding 8 and 8, I have 16. Also I see that 160 multiplied by 0 will give me 0. And the remainder finally that I have is 1 2, that is 12. So what I can say that 80 square is not equal to 6412, but it is less than 6412. I'll have to find the next perfect square number, that is 81 square. So I have 81 square is equal to 6561. Now to find the number that needs to be added to 6412, I need to subtract this 6412 from the next perfect square number, that is 81 square. So when I subtract, I get 149. I can simply say that 149 needs to be added to 6412 to make it a perfect square number. And the square root of the perfect square number will be 81. So we are done with this part of the explanation. I hope things are clear to you. Thank you very much and all the very best.